guys, welcome back to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you important apps you need to download after you relocate. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Moving abroad can be stressful. Don't get me wrong, I agree that it is a life-changing experience with a lot of fun adventure awaiting you on the other end. But honestly, it can come with a bit of challenges, especially because you're new in this environment, you're trying to find your feet and all of that. Thankfully, whether you're moving abroad because of school or you're moving abroad to start afresh with your family, there is an app that can help you with anything and everything along the way to make this move seamless. With just a few downloads, your phone can instantly become your teacher, your tour guide, and everything you want it to be on this journey. And I am here to show you which ones are the ones that have helped me the most and will also help you on this journey. The first thing that everyone worries about when they get to a new city is transportation and how to commute. So I'm going to be sharing with you the transportation and commuting apps that you need to download once you arrive in the UK. The first one on my list will be the TfL app. Whether you are going to be in London itself or anywhere, the TfL app is going to really help. This app helps you to map out your destination, map out where you are and where you're going, and the best way to get there. There are also other commuting and transportation apps that are specific to certain areas. For example, if you're in the West Midlands, Birmingham, in Wolverhampton, there is the National West Midlands app. If you're in Milton Keynes where I live, there is an app called MK Connect, and this helps you to move from one location to another. Alternatively, you can download the popular Uber or Bolt app. For buying of train tickets, I recommend you download the Trainline app. This app houses all of the train tickets you may need for any location at all within the UK. For finding your way around wherever city you find yourself, there are two apps I'm going to recommend. The first one is called the City Mapper, and the second one is called Rome to Rio. With these apps, you can write whatever location you are at a particular point in time and put your destination. These apps will show you the best ways to get there, whether you want to walk, whether you want to bike, whether you want to use a scooter, or whatever means is available for you to get from where you are to your destination. So, to find your way around easily, you should download City Mapper and Rome to Rio. Another important app that you may need to download, especially if you have children with special need or you're with elderly people and you need areas that have great access to wheelchair and all of that, is the app called Wheel Map. Wheel Map is created to show you restaurants, outdoor fun places and parks that are wheelchair friendly. So if you have anybody who uses a wheelchair or you have someone who has that special need, you can use Wheel Map to map out places you want to go to that ensures that their need for their wheelchair is catered to. After transportation, the second thing that a lot of people worry about after they relocate is food. So for food, the first app I'm going to recommend for you to download is called Fork. Now, Fork helps you to deliver food around you, different types of food. And the next one is going to be the almighty Uber Eats. There's another one called Just Eat. There is also Deliveroo. And for my beautiful people who are in Canada or in America, DoorDash is your friend to discover food around you and order food to your doorsteps. So breaking off from food is groceries. I know everybody wants to buy grocery, and especially when you're new, you're not sure where to buy, you're not even sure what they have in store, you're not sure what to buy. So I'm going to recommend that you download supermarket apps. If you're in the UK, Tesco, Asda, Morrison, all of these supermarket stores, they have their own shopping apps that you can download on your phone that makes it easy for you to order food or order your grocery via the app. Another app I'm going to recommend in terms of grocery is called the Olio app. Now with Olio, what you can do on Olio is to find people who want the same thing that you want, and then you guys can share. So for example, if you want to buy pepper in bulk, you can reach out on Olio and find out if anybody else wants the same thing, and then both of you can join hands together and buy a bigger size that you guys can share, and it comes out cheaper. For those of you who are in America or who are in Canada, you guys know I got you. The grocery app of choice in that environment is called Instacart. With Instacart, you can find somebody who can even help you do the grocery shopping without you worrying at all. So if you're worrying about how to sort out your grocery and all of that, consider downloading Olio, consider downloading supermarket apps depending on the country where you live in. Check your app store, input the name of the supermarket in the app store. If they have an app that you can shop from directly to your doorstep, it would definitely pop up. And honestly, especially when you are with children, you want to have all of these apps at hand. It makes things easy for you and helps you to settle in without any hassle. The third set of apps I have on my phone that you have to download after you relocate are for community building. And by community building, I mean if you move into a new environment, you want to start to make friends, you want to start to know the people around you so that it helps you to integrate properly into that environment. Now, the first app I'm going to recommend for community building that you have to download the moment you arrive in your new city is called Nextdoor. I talked about Nextdoor in this video here where I was talking about how to settle into a new city seamlessly. You should go and watch it if you haven't. Nextdoor helps you to integrate properly into your neighborhood, and it also helps you to know the people that you're living around and places where you can find things in the environment. You can also ask questions on Nextdoor, so definitely you want to download Nextdoor. The next community app you want to download is Meetup. This helps you to make new friends. I also talked about it in this same video. And the other one that I would also recommend for you to download is called With Locals. Unfortunately, as of this time, With Locals only works within Asia and Europe. The last app I'm going to recommend for you to download in terms of community building is the most popular app. You guys can already guess, Facebook. Don't crucify me. I know some people currently don't have the Facebook app because they feel like it's for old generation. But I'm going to say to you, if you're trying to build a new community in the environment where you've just moved to, you need to rethink not downloading Facebook app. Because with Facebook app comes Facebook groups, comes Facebook marketplace, and so many other things that you can find valuable on that app. So you want to download Facebook app to help you find people in your environment, find people who have the same interests, find people who have the same challenges, who can help you navigate the new area where you found yourself. So definitely download Facebook if you haven't. The next set of apps I'm going to be recommending that you download after you relocate abroad is the app for money transfer. Now, especially when you're from Nigeria, you know that you want to be able to transfer money to your loved ones back in Nigeria or wherever in any other country without any issues. Now, my number one ideal app that I'm going to recommend for you to download for this purpose is Wise. It's formerly called TransferWise. This helps you to transfer money to different people in different locations without any issues. The other one is called Lemonade Finance. I currently use Lemonade and I find it super easy to use without any issues at all. The other one is World Remit. I know a lot of people in America prefer to use World Remit. So if you're in that environment and you prefer to use World Remit, go ahead and download it now. Having these apps on your phone will make it easy for you to transfer money to your loved ones without any issues whatsoever. And also, it eliminates talking to any intermediary because you're just doing everything from beginning to the end from that app. So you definitely want to download this app. Don't wait until you have to transfer money to your family before you start running up and down and looking for how to do it. Download any of these apps today. None of this is sponsored. You have a right to choose whichever one you prefer. These are just the ones that I have tried and tested, and I have never had any issues with them, which is why I'm recommending them to you. So definitely you want to download these apps to make money transfer seamless. The next set of apps I'm going to recommend that you download after you relocate abroad are language apps. By language apps, I mean apps that can help you to understand what people are saying, because you really need to understand what people are saying in your environment. There are two of these apps that I'm going to recommend. I use both of them. The first one is Duolingo. Now, Duolingo helps you to learn new language. In fact, you can actually dedicate just 30 minutes a day on Duolingo to learn a new language daily. The second language app I'm going to recommend is Google Translate. Now, you might be in an environment where English is not their first language and you really want to be able to communicate with people, at least the basic things. Having Google Translate handy on your phone will save you a lot of stress. So with Google Translate, it makes it easy for you to understand basic languages, basic greetings, basic communication verbs and all of that within the environment where you are. Especially when you're in an environment that English is not the first language. The next set of apps I'm going to recommend that you download after you move abroad is specifically for my singles, the singles Pringles. Now, dating is something that you have to look at when you move into a new environment. Especially if the new city you find yourself is now your permanent new home. You might as well put dating at the forefront, depending on what kind of priority it is to you. Anyway, the following dating apps, you will want to consider downloading them. The first one I'm going to recommend is Hinge. The second one is Bumble. The third one is very popular, a lot of people know it already, is Tinder. And for my American friends, I hear that Coffee Meet Bagel is another good one. So if dating is your priority this year, or if dating is something that is on the forefront for you as you have relocated abroad, even if dating is not on the forefront for you, you may still want to download these apps. Who knows? They might come in handy. So you may want to consider downloading them today. The next set of apps that I'm going to recommend that you download are a no-brainer. Everybody needs to know what is happening with their money. So obviously, your online bank apps. By online bank apps, I mean the ones in your current country and the ones in the country where you're coming from, especially Nigeria. The reason is this: if you have any money left in Nigeria or Ghana or wherever you're coming from, you want to be able to access it and you want to be able to tell if anything is going wrong or happening to your money. In your new location, you also want to download the bank app so that you know what is happening with your account. You can manage your account online. It makes everything easy. You don't have to go to the brick and mortar store before you know if money has moved out of your account, or if someone paid you any money, or if there was a debit that was coming in, or if there was any issue at all with your bank account. You definitely want to download your bank apps for your new location, and if you have any reason to, for the location where you're coming from. There are several bank apps on the iOS and maybe the Play Store. Of course, I'm sure that there is Lloyds Bank, Virgin Money, Barclays Bank. Depending on whatever bank you're banking with, you want to download their app so that it makes it easy for you to do all of your transactions without having to go into the brick and mortar space or without having to log in on a computer or whatever. You want to download your bank apps. The next set of important apps I'm going to recommend that you download are for buying pre-loved and low-priced items. I know that you have just moved to this new location, and I totally understand that spending full price on certain kind of items, for example, household items and furniture, may not be sensible for you. If you're looking to buy some items pre-loved and that are still usable, this set of apps are going to help you. The first one I'm going to recommend is Depop. With Depop, you're able to buy second-hand clothes, second-hand different kind of things. The next one you want to download is eBay. On eBay, you can find anything imaginable second-hand. You will never pay full price. The third app I'm going to recommend for getting second-hand items will be Vinted. On Vinted, you can find anything: home items, clothes, etc. Facebook Markets. I already mentioned that you should download Facebook app, but on Facebook Marketplace, you're able to buy furniture, you're able to buy clothes, you're able to buy kitchen utensils, and so many things, bicycle for children, whatever it is, name it, you will find it on Facebook Market. The last app I'm going to recommend that you download from this second-hand items set of apps is Gumtree. Gumtree is also like eBay, is also like Facebook Marketplace, is also like Vinted. People sell off things that they don't want that are also still in mint condition. So if you're trying to set up your house on a budget, trying to buy bicycle for your children on a budget, these apps will come in handy. So you definitely want to download them. I will list them again for ease of understanding. So I mentioned Gumtree, I mentioned Vinted, I mentioned Depop, I mentioned eBay, and I mentioned Facebook Marketplace. So definitely you want to download these apps. You necessarily don't have to download all of them. Whichever one works best for you, go ahead and download. The last but not the least set of apps that you need to download are loyalty and point apps for several shops. The reason I'm recommending this is because you're going to miss out on so much benefit and value that you can get from downloading these apps if you do not download them. Especially because from the first day you're going to be going into supermarkets anyway to buy things, you might as well start to get your points or start to reap the benefit of buying from these stores. For example, stores like IKEA, Sainsbury, coffee shops like Costa, they have loyalty point card that they give you that you can collect points for every single time you shop with them or you buy something from them. That will be it for this video, guys. I hope you find this video useful. If you did, you'll be doing me a lot of good by giving it a thumbs up. And also, let me know in the comment section which of these apps you have downloaded, you're planning to download, or if you find anyone new, maybe you've been living in the UK before and you've downloaded some of these apps. Is there any new one that you heard from me today? Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have any suggestion of video, you have any video requests, there's something you want me to talk about, do not hesitate to leave me a comment or send me an email. My email will be somewhere down below. Please, let's keep this email to business only. If there is anyone you know that will find this video useful, please help me share this video with them. You'll be doing them a lot of good, and honestly, that will be supporting this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and after subscribing, turn on notification bell so that whenever I put up a new video, which is every Wednesday and Friday, you will be the first to know. I am Gregory-jonah on all socials. Please hit the follow button and let's connect. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.